One of the things, this is not under our regulatory authority, although we explored earlier about where our jurisdiction might lie in it, but it's a local thing. I'll just take a minute to tell you about it. It's a Jamaican lottery scam that's going around. I don't know if any of y'all have got this call. It's from an 876 area code. It tells you that you've won $1 million or you won so much money, and if you'll just send, $1,000, we'll send you your $1 million. And that just, obviously there's nothing to it. The reason I bring that up is we get a lot of calls about people that get called of this 876 number. There's one thing we can help you with. If it's that type of persistent call, is work to try to get that blocked, or that they can't call you, or even if it is as drastic as get your number changed. I'll tell you why sometimes that happens about even changing the number. If it's from an 876 area code, a lot of times it'll show Kingston, JAM, that's Kingston, Jamaica. You can look on the internet at plenty of stories about this, where these type of scams are coming in, telling people they've won the lottery or won some money, whatever it is. And I had one the other day about a red Corvette, a red Mercedes that you won. Send the money and you'll get it. So many people are getting hooked into that, and I personally went to church with a guy at First Baptist Nelson. He went on now, passed away back last year, who had really were getting these calls. Some people send thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in. And I say that because we get a lot of calls into the office thinking that maybe that comes under our no-call enforcement. And the reason it doesn't, obviously, is that company's in Jamaica. We don't have any jurisdiction in Jamaica. And so it is a very, and we know, according to the stories out there on the internet, most of the time this goes to drug lords, gangs, other things in Jamaica that are taking this money. One of the tactics that's used is to tell you want something, send money, go to Walmart, wire it up, and they'll give you an address in the U.S. But they want you to call them back and give them a PIN number. All right, when you call them back and give them that PIN number, they may be sending it to Connecticut. But when you give them that PIN number, they can reroute it automatically back to Jamaica. So you think you're sending it to Connecticut or Georgia or wherever, and that can be rerouted back to Jamaica to go to fund things that more than likely you're not going to want to be funding. So I say that as a moment of caution to you. Please tell folks in your church, elderly parents, grandparents, people in your neighborhood, this is something serious, and these folks will not leave you alone once they start calling, the people that are doing these calls. So, the Bible says avoid the very appearance of evil. I'm telling you, this 876 area code are people that call. In one case, they called a lady up. I won't tell you on camera, so I won't tell you what county she was in. But called up and said, don't tell your kids about it. You've won this money. Don't tell your children. You just send us the money. We want to come eat dinner with you and all this stuff. And then told in one instance that, we're coming to meet you at Walmart, but we had a wreck and somebody got killed in the wreck. Now you need to pay for the funeral expenses. And it just never, ever ends. So I say all that to say, this is just a very big word of caution to you. 876 area code, Kingston, Jamaica. If they say that you won money, please do not fall into that trap. Obviously, you've not won money, and there's not anything at all to that. Just last week, I had a buddy of mine up in Pontotoc call me and said, look, I'm thinking again, and I say this as a tip because we get so many calls on this. He's thinking that we had jurisdiction. He said, man, I got a call today in this 876 area code, told me that I won a red Mercedes car. He said, and I told him, I said, I'm going to report you to Brandon Presley. He said, well, tell him he won a red Mercedes car too. That's what the guy in Jamaica said. They don't, it's just a simple, this is really just a scam. So please, I've said enough on that, but please be careful. This is something that could very well affect your people at your church, people in your neighborhood, folks in your family.